telling him, it's like, have you looked outside? Like,
It's rolling on an
don't
empty
drive in
stomach.
this. Like, are you
Dreadful.
crazy? But he can sometimes be a bit stubborn. So we'll have to see how he does. If he makes it, great, we'll hang out. But I hope that he doesn't. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I always, like, granted, I'm sure people from cold environments, I'm sure, get really annoyed when people from like Texas or other southern states make fun of them for like melting when it's fairly hot. And just like we get really annoyed a lot of the time when people from cold places go, oh, well, that's not bad. Either two things. Like, number one, we're not designed for cold weather down here. Our houses were not built for cold weather. Our streets are not built for cold weather. Our cars are not built for cold weather. So when it's really cold and it starts raining ice, everything gets really fucked up. Stops working correctly, or it causes all sorts of other problems. Secondly, is that it does not snow in Texas. There's no such thing as snow down here. It ices. That's all it does. Like, that's why I don't like when snow type stuff happens. That if it snows, we might get to enjoy like the tiniest amount, but what actually happens is a bunch of precipitation falls on the ground, and then it melts, and then it freezes. And it does that constantly throughout the day. And it's nightmarish. It's nightmarish because ice sucks. Like, you can't deal with ice. And our ice is just horrible shit. It's horrible garbage. I don't care where you're from in the world. Even if you're like, oh yeah, I'm so used to cold weather. I don't know. Like, if you came down here during our ice storms, you would realize why we do not fucking go out in that shit.
Kiss a dog's ass.
Not because there's like feet of snow. We wouldn't give a shit about feet of snow. What we give a shit is when there's like half an inch to 2 inches of ice on the ground, so everything slides around and is super fucking dangerous. Because the only way you'd be able to even have a dream of having good traction on it is if you had like chains, but they'd be useless 99.9% of the year. And our ice, of course, is just extra douchey because it's black ice, so it blends in with the ground. It's really fucking hard to see it. Anyway. What are you doing, Sadie? Real quick, welcome to the stream. Gruzgob, Super Ego, thanks for doing the ad time thing. Hawk Godly, good to see you. Ratwood 19, Spoon Bleeder 98, Super Ego 1989, Mornington Christian, Mafia Solaire, Vader 7, Uzul Skull Taker, Exgotech, Gothic Spike, and Smoghog. Good to see you all. Welcome to the stream. Also, Harzulian Boy, hello, hello. Will I be doing lore stories today? No. Like, I wish we got nice snow. We actually had some really nice snow earlier this year. It didn't stick, but like, it was really pretty. And it was very fluffy, and it stayed for a little bit.
Whose notion of order is this? Why doesn't someone do something?
Hello?
What's going on?
Pretty crap idea sleeping at the clogs. Unless you don't mind some clever little beast making off with your coin pouch.
Ah, the notice, is that it? Are you a witcher, master?
Noises at the cemetery. You the one they bother?
Oh.
Yes, and I'm alone in that, it seems. That is, no one else has bothered to take any steps.
You're pro, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
I took the matter up with the Ducal Guard. They claim they found nothing, but I'm not sure they even bothered to look. What's left for me to do? Should I sniff about the cemetery myself?
See some Gwent cards.
The noises, they pretty regular?
Each night. I live next door. I hear it loud and clear, as if through a horn someone had stuck in my ear. Ah! Hawk! Ooh! Firk! And then whack! Thud! As if a mother bear slammed pate first into a cupboard.
Know exactly what you mean.
Do I? Yeah, lore stories are turned off, just because this is not going to be a long enough.
How much will I get for this?
How much would you like?
Oh wow, this guy's offering like baby money.
Agreed.
All right, I'll take care of it.
Fine, I'll tend to it. Any victims? Someone go missing recently? Or are we just talking noises?
God, our armor looks
No
so
one's come
good.
to harm, thank the gods. Why? Do you think it might be a monster?
Could be, but doesn't need to, though. Might also be grave robbers, tramps. Remains to be seen.
All right, Spartan, have a good one,
Can't
dude.
rightly say what would be worse. Whatever the case, Godspeed, Master.
Our armor is so sexy. All right, we're not gonna do this quest just yet. We're gonna go do the mutation side quest. I just wanted to pick that up since we were already in the area. Yeah, we'll deal with that in a minute. The waypoint. How are y'all doing today, chat, by the way? Your damn hype video about the new Seraphon forced my hand. Didn't even play, and now I have to buy them all. Well, I mean, I'd probably wait on buying any really until like the new update drops, because like we don't know what's gonna be in it, you know? Oh my god, dude, this stamina buff from the dick statue, like, my god, my stamina feels so fast now. That is nice. Sun letter. Bruce, don't do anything stupid. I know you buried Selena at the Beauclair Cemetery along with the rest of the loot from our last heist. Remember, we deserve a cut of that too, so don't be an idiot. We all know you were her lover, but remember, she was also the leader of our gang. That's what really counts. We never got our share for knocking over that jeweler Mathenberg shop, so burying Selena with all the loot is pure jackassery. Those treasures belong to us all. Let's meet up and split things in an honest fashion, then you can go drown yourself in the lake or hang yourself from any branch you choose. Robin. Okay, we can knock this out real quick because it's close by. No, they're all locked. How dare they lock all of these so I can't loot them?
Stocks and the whip await those running riot. Don't you...
Yeah, okay, cool, whatever. How hard is it for a beginner to start playing minis? It's not that hard. I mean, it's just a matter of practice. Like, you're not going to be good at it right away.
But might want to look around anyway.
Looks like a lot of quests taking place here.
Tracks.
Okay, we know there are tracks over there.
Graves dug up. Thing is, grave robbers don't usually wail and moan that much. Graves dug up. Thing is, grave robbers don't usually wail and moan that much.
Yeah, contrast paints are also super good for beginners. That's very true.
Death, the ultimate in solitude and freedom. Should be a price after that one.
Where is this goodie?
Life in Beauclair can be quite dear.
Oh. Why are the spider webs purple? Something ominous about this room. God damn it. I feel like this statue's gonna move if I do something. New Cetra skull? Dude, you know for a fact there's gonna be a new Cetra. Ain't no way there's not gonna be a new Cetra. That was like one of the very first things they even advertised with the old world was that Cetra would be back. Cetra on a war sphinx? Get out of my chat. Such heretical nonsense. Listen, it's not the Chariot of the Gods' fault that Total War can't figure out how to make chariots like really, really good, okay? That's not the Chariot of the Gods' fault. The Chariot of the Gods in tabletop was obscenely powerful. And like was such a good mount. Wait, Agni actually will do that? I don't think it does that. I don't know why I've decided I have to do this, but now it's like a bug in my brain and I can't resist it. Oh, that's nice. Oh, didn't do anything, but it looks nice. I don't know why I was so obsessed with that. All right, moving on. Down here somewhere. Let's see. Probably don't want to explore too much because there's probably other quests down here. Yeah, we've Warhammer the Old World has been grave robbers. A little obvious, aren't you, boys? Roll the day. Oh, orders from Robin. That foolish, flatulent fluffer Bruce has tried to cheat us again, but he won't get away with it this time. Take a pickaxe and shovel and pay our dearly departed boss a visit. Her kitty face was hideous to look at even when she was alive, so the very thought of looking at it now she's dead gives me the bloody runs. Take the jewels, pearls, and other valuables. Bum-nipping Bruce tossed into her grave. And if you see the milksop hanging around the cemetery, break his neck. Robin. P.S. Apparently ever since Selena's death, that kid's been moping near the Olimer cemetery howling at the moon. If I know life, and I do, he's got with him the key to the chest we buried with that bitch. Perhaps we could end his suffering by ending his miserable life at the lake if he hasn't drowned himself already. Wow. So much for them. Journal kept by Quail, a gardener. 21st day of service. So diddling bored. There's really all sod all to do here. A quick morning round's easy enough to water all the plants. Flower bed in front of the embassy doesn't demand much care either. And so it goes day after day. Maybe tonight I'll take a jaunt to St. Sebastian, play a hand of Gwent. 22nd day of service. Bloody Gwent lost a whole month's wages. Next month's too. Racked up debts with that Greybill Pellegrin. Heard he doesn't let such things slide. Got to scrounge up a few florins somehow, or this might end badly for me. 4th day of service. Overheard the ambassador give instructions to his secretary the coming days. Also, transport carrying wine for the bought for the Imperial Court, along with some unused operational wherewithal. I guess they mean a set stacked stuffed with florins. Information like that could be worth a fortune to a lad from the right part of town. 27th day of service. Graybill Pellegrin slaughtered the caravan's guard, snatched all its cargo, had the gall to deliver a pouch of coin to me at the embassy, said it was my share. I spit on his coin, but I'm afraid I'll need it soon enough. I hid what he gave me in the safe place. Ever since old Ralph died, no one buys wooden planters anymore, so his workshop's the perfect hiding spot. 29th day of service. Graybill told me to keep my ears open at the embassy, find out when they'll have another caravan to grab. As an afterthought, he added the guard commander would be quite shocked to learn about my role in the previous hijacking. I stole the next convoy's route from the secretary's office. It's the price I must pay for my idiot idea of going in cahoots with Graybill Pellegrin. 31st day of service. The transport set off, this time escorted by Arnold Blum, commander of the embassy guard. Graybill's men don't know what they're in for, a fight against elite soldiers. When he finds out, then it's time to get out of here. The point I set aside should be enough to start afresh somewhere far away. Far away. Mech seems like a good direction. Huh. Interesting. Why is there cotton candy in that tomb? It's a special bonus that they add on as a possible service for people that want a little fun with their eternal rest, I guess. What have you missed? Basically nothing. Okay. That's done. Back to what we were doing, which was turn and face the strange. Is there going to be 11 games of Gwent today? No, we have finished Gwent. There's no more Gwent. Unless, like, some random character challenges us. But, we have all the cards, the entire game. So I suspect, with very rare exceptions. Where is this dude's grave? Where? Nope. Orc. All. Oh, Thomas Moreau.
Inscriptions in Elder speech. Salvation lies not in Dolnevde, but in our hearts. Glory be to Eldarin. Damn, Professor's journal's long gone. Guess somebody else found out about it too. Should look around, see if I can find something else. Professor certainly can't do much to help me with my search.
Well, he looks properly
Footprints,
skeletal.
narrow and shallow. Somebody small, light. Woman, maybe? Wonder where they lead.
A woman or a halfling?
Damn it, trail breaks off. Wonder if the grave robber learned more than I did. Won't learn anything else here.
Yes.
Map Trisem have to do. Also, Epitaph mentioned both Eldarin and Dolnevde, Valley of the Nine.
Godzilla 2021 donated $5. I think the problem with some of CA's designs is that the lizardmen are supposed to look like aliens with reptile/dinosaur inspiration, but they made changes to make look more natural with a tiny bit of alien characteristics rather than...
That is 100% correct. And most people don't get that, which is honestly centuries old map of Tucson.
Site marked on the map's all wet now. Son Retour flows through there. Must be where the Valley of the Nine once lay. Need to explore the location.
But yes, that is 100% correct. That is why I often get in such a hubbub about it. But yeah, the lizardmen were never intended to be like Skaven. You know, they're not lizards that stood up on their back legs and started doing stuff. They're, you know, they're aliens essentially. Supposed to have very alien themes to them. I think a lot of people get way too caught up on purely the lizard aspect.
Faster.
It's like people are like, oh, a croxodor. Well, then it's supposed to be a crocodile.
Mugs are fried.
So therefore, the change design makes more sense, which completely ignores the fact that
Stock send the whip away those running
like
riot.
it's like, oh well, they're described as having crocodilian jaws. It's like, yeah, so are Saurus. Literally, if you open any of the lore books and turn to a page on Saurus, they talk about crocodilian jaws on Saurus warriors. And also in the lore, the Saurus are literally referred to as the larger cousins, or the Croxodors are literally referred to as the larger cousins of the Saurus. Like they're related species. Which is why they have similar appearances. I don't know where everyone got it, stick up their butt and got the idea that they're supposed to be drastically different. Are these evil plants? What the hell? I don't even know. Elementum, maybe? Not that. Oh, Sotek don't like.
Archospores will sprout again. Should destroy the area if I want to get rid of them for good.
Why do they make them more crocodilian but give them tiny tails and small teeth? Dude, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why CA was bad at designing lizardmen, okay? I wish I knew the answer, but I don't.
Another wretched foul lizard thing joins the red
Thanks for the
host.
tip, by the way.
Cursed Sotek spawn.
Love the content. Keep up the amazing work.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, I just totally missed these messages earlier. Salter, thank you so much for the 23 years. Jesus, 23 months. Salter was a very early supporter of Twitch, apparently, according to me. Thank you so much for the 23 months, nearly 2 years of entertainment. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bohemian Snack City, thank you very much for the 5 months. Have I thought about doing a Warhammer Fantasy video aimed at beginners? Yes, and it's something that will be coming out in the near future. Though I want to get through some other stuff that has to do with space.
The red host.
Space first.
Cursed Sotek
Anonymous.
spawn.
Who? Anonymously. So then you make it impossible for me to thank you properly. But Anonymous, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Utter Crolls. I really appreciate it. And Longlets, thank you so much for the 5 months. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Emperor Akala, Razor Dragon Tail, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Whew. The Byzants jumped up again. Gods, Scan Finale won't have any pity on me. Oh why did I take out a loan in foreign currency? Those heartless bankers will have my hide. What will I tell my wife if things continue like this with copperless? Grandpapa mentioned something about elven ruins full of treasure flooded by the river centuries ago. Perhaps I might really find something there, enough for the next payment if nothing else. Okay. It's pretty close by to where we're going. Got drowners. Oh, that should have hit. So what the hell was the plant? Looks like a flower to me. A hideous, disgusting flower. Blasco Tenerby. Last words. Archospores look like gigantic, aesthetically unpleasing flowers with some of the traits of exceptionally cruel and bloodthirsty sundews. They are, however, far more dangerous than even the most colossal sundew. Their peculiar appearance makes them practically impossible to discern amidst other plants. By the time one draws close enough to realize what they are, it's often too late to flee. According to popular belief, archospores are cursed plants grown in soil fertilized by the blood of the dying. They're most often in places which in the past saw pogroms, bloody rituals, or cruel murders. 4 types of archospore have been cataloged to date, differing from one another in terms of coloring. Brown, the least dangerous; green and purple, the most dangerous. The final variant is said to have been cultivated by majors from Ben Ard and is the yellow archospore, whose strength is similar to that of its green-colored cousins. Drowner was lit on fire like 5 times. Do I think Games Workshop will bring back a named character from Fantasy into AOS? I mean, they've been doing that fairly frequently. It's not like their go-to method. Like, I would say, generally speaking, most of the special characters are AOS original, but there have been quite a few fantasy characters who appear and stuff like that. So I would say there's a very high likelihood that you'll see more fantasy characters returning. I think Lizardman characters in particular have a very high chance, like Krokgar or Tahinwin. Both Krokgar and Tahinwin were still alive at the end of the end times, so I would not at all be super surprised. Can I come up here? Otherwise, this is kind of far down. Okay, good. Locked. A lot of nice loot down here, though.
Another wretched, foul lizard thing.
What the hell,
Joins
Anonymous?
the Red Host.
Why would you do this?
Cursed Sotek.
Why you
spawn.
don't let me thank you? This is frustrating to me. Also, it's gonna make Throt talk way more than he normally would.
Joins the Red Host. Cursed Sotek spawn.
Thank you.
Another wretched,
I really
foul
appreciate it,
lizard thing.
whoever you may be.
Joins the Red Host.
Mysterious benefactor.
Cursed Sotek spawn.
I always find mystery to be
Another
overrated.
wretched, foul lizard thing joins the Red Host. Cursed Sotek spawn.
We found a lot of good loot, but why?
Another wretched, foul lizard thing joins the Red Host. Cursed Sotek spawn. Another wretched, foul lizard thing.
Set your next
joins the
sub
Red
goal. Oh
Host.
yeah, I do need to set another sub
Cursed
goal, don't I?
Sotek spawn.
I'll do it for next stream. I don't know what the... What would y'all want as a goal for like a next sub goal?
Joins the Red Host.
Like if we had a sub goal of like
Cursed
750
Sotek spawn.
to like another 250 subs, what would y'all want it to be? Like what is something that I have never done or you think would be very likely for me to do? Or unlikely for me to do, or however you want to say it. And you're like, oh, but Sotek would do it for money.
Cursed Sotek spawn. Another wretched, foul lizard thing joins the Red
Man, even in
Host.
Tucson, we still gotta deal with bullshit
Cursed
routers.
Sotek spawn.
Okay, let's go back up and drink some killer whale just to make this a lot easier. Sora's body pillows? I mean, that would just be a merch store thing. Oh, we got black dye? Oh, I didn't know black dye was a thing. I kind of regret making my armor red. I wish I had made it black. Well, hang on to that for now. I don't want to do anything.